Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on third down, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down, Ravens.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner.
Second and 5 at the Seahawks 36-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. From the 36, Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds Roberts, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Jackson will throw again. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They toss to Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now again, right side. It's Grant. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Hey, watch the slant. Good job right there.
To throw is Wilson from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. And the man to bring him down was Cyrus Jones. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. In there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Let's go.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now it's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Seth Roberts, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Touchdown, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Wilson on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for the deep ball. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. the gun. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's got room. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Squeeze. I know he ain't got it.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Check 15. Right there. 54, right there. 54.
On second and 9, Jackson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. If you go back to OTAs in May, Chris Moore, he's a guy that a lot of people saw as a breakout candidate. Fourth-round pick back in 2016 and hasn't really shown a whole lot in limited playing time so far in his career. 44 career catches in 3 seasons. So 2009, and that's caught inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it with Carson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
On first down, Carson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, baby.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson flushed out right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Raven first down.
Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Able to shake him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
And on 1st and goal, they decided to throw for it, but the coverage was excellent. And he kept holding the ball, hoping someone would shake free. Instead, he's hit and drop. And now, they're not even in the red zone anymore.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
I got you. I got you. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
It's going to be a long day.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it fourth down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
He wasn't ready.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Watch the slip. Hey, alert for you.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a first and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and now it's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. Third down here. The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Ravens, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.